everyone, I'm Tanisha. Welcome to my channel. I'm a practicing witch. I was born a witch and I have knowledge from my past lives as well as knowledge from my experiences in this life that I like to share on this channel in the hope that it will help someone on this journey. So I do talk about witchcraft and the occult as well as any other spiritual topic, but I also talk about what's going on in the world as a whole in general. And basically I'll speak about whatever I feel called to speak about on a certain day. With what I have to speak about today, I am both sad and hopeful for the future. Sad because on the one side I'm seeing the hatred and the division that human beings are having towards each other, based on labels, which I did a video a while back that I'll probably link in the description below about what I think of labels. So yeah, it saddens me to see that, but I'm hopeful. On the other side, I'm hopeful and I have faith that most of us are going in the direction away from hatred and division and towards love and unity with each other. So I had a download that was channeled to me from my spirit team of something powerful to say, to really get through to everyone, to not focus on the differences that we have with each other and instead on the similarities. So we are so focused on the differences: skin color, gender, left or right, sexuality, and it goes on the differences we're focused on. But I ask you all, do we not bleed the same? Do we not cry the same? Do we not sweat the same? If we are caused pain, do we not all suffer? The point I'm trying to make is, in that hatred and division, the humanity towards each other has been lost. And the people that are on the side of the hatred and division, I understand that they are angry at the injustices and the evil that has been done in this world. But by being hateful towards one another, all that you are doing is ensuring that the injustice that's been going on in the world stays exactly the same, and maybe even gets worse, because the players at the top, the elite, I'm sorry to say it so brutally, but they are sitting back and they are laughing at you all, because you are doing exactly what they want you to. You are creating hell on earth instead of heaven on earth. We are not all going to agree on everything. That's what being human means. That's what being sovereign means. That's what free will means, is not agreeing all the time. But I don't see why that should have to cause us to hate one another. There is a saying, let's agree to disagree, for a reason. Now, I'm not saying to stick our head in the sand and pretend that there are none of these issues. What I am saying is to take a good, hard, long, deep look at where these issues are coming from. And to do that, instead of being so prideful and so concerned with being right, maybe we should instead try to understand one another. Somebody is on the left side. What experiences in life have they had that's led them to be on that side? And if somebody is on the right side, what experiences in life have they had to lead them to be on that side? And I guarantee you all that on both of those sides, somewhere in their experience has been suffering that pushed them that way. We end the hatred and the division and the suffering by understanding one another. We end the rule of the top players by joining together and saying no to hatred and division. We've seen what that can do in other countries. We've seen what that can do in history. When people join together instead of seeing each other as the enemy. Now, I know if you're new to my channel, what I'm about to say might not make much sense to you because I just called myself a witch and I'm about to speak about Jesus. But that's another thing. The label of a witch does not define what I can and can't believe. The label of a witch only meant wise woman. And I'll probably speak about how being a wise woman has been inverted to what it was originally about. We need to unite. We need to understand one another. We need to heal ourselves and each other. And I have faith that it's happening. Because while I've seen some people spreading hatred and division, I've seen others that are spreading unity and love instead. I've seen people saying what I'm saying right now. Who cares about skin color? If you're a good person, if you've done good things, and if you're a human being, I love you. So there's a reason Jesus said when he was on the cross that they know not what they do. There's a reason he said, you're not battling flesh on flesh, but with powers and principalities. You are not battling each other. You are battling the powers and principalities of hatred and division and violence and lust and all of the other sins. You are battling that. And here's another thing. You are not inherently sinful, as they've led you to believe. Do you have the ability to sin? Yes, you do. But you were made in God's image. Were you not? God had command over demons. So you do too. You have command over those powers and those principalities. I did another video a while back where I spoke about my experiences and how to cast out demons and what demons actually are. So I'll probably link that in the description below as well, because both of those videos that I've talked about all tie in with this video. When someone is being hateful and nasty to you, we were told by Jesus to turn the other cheek to them also. And it's come to my attention through these downloads and these channeled messages that I've been getting that he didn't just mean ignore it. He meant realize that it's not them. It's not the true them that's doing those things. And I'm speaking from my own experiences battling demons since I was a young girl, because I was born seeing them. When faced with them, you show love, because that's what God is, that's what Jesus is. They are love. You tell the person, I know this is not who you are, because you know it's not who they are. They have God within them. They are made in God's image. That's who they truly are. You say, I know this isn't who you are. I know you don't really hate. I know you're not really violent. I know you're not that person. I know who you are. We're all spreading fear and running from these demons. And I said it on one of my other videos. I can't remember which one. Sorry, my cat is interrupting the video. You okay? Do you want to go back inside, Salem? Hey, buddy. There you go. There you go. So where was I? So we're running in fear. We've given the devil more power than God by saying that we're inherently sinful, by saying that the devil runs Hollywood. That's another one, because yes, to a certain extent, as I said, we are battling with demons. Don't you think God placed people in positions in Hollywood and in positions all over the world to spread love and unity and understanding and cast out these demons? God is more powerful, but we've stopped believing that, and we're succumbing to what the devil tells us what we are, which is hate and violence and pride about always having to be right instead of understanding each other. Now let me be clear, I'm not saying by believing that that person isn't the hatred and isn't the violence that the demon inside them is portraying to you and making them believe. I'm not saying put yourself in a dangerous situation with them, because whether that demon can be cast out does depend on themselves and their spirit breaking through and them realizing who they are. And those words can help that person realize who they are. But as I said, you don't have to go putting yourself in a dangerous situation. Just knowing that it's not them is enough. The rest of the work is then up to them. So I also want to quickly tell you, I said throughout this video that being a wise woman, they've inverted that. Because what it originally meant was following the natural laws, was following God's laws, not this tyrant of a God they've given you, but the God of love, following those laws, creating medicine from the beautiful plants that he gave us. So I should say that they gave us, because I believe God to be divine masculine and divine feminine. Because if we're created in his image, or in their image, why are there females if there's no female side? You know, but that's for another video. That's what wise women were. And so following the natural laws, God's laws, the true God's laws, meant following the number one commandment that Jesus gave. To love ourselves, love God, and love each other. You follow those laws, and sin can't touch you. And it's a work in process in a world that is full of hate and division, and I am not saying I'm anywhere near perfect. I battle with my demons daily too. But you follow that one commandment that he told you was more important than the rest, and you're on the right track. Because by following love, it automatically eliminates greed, lust, hate, and all the others. The wise women, we understood that natural law meant respecting free will. We were about healing and protection. They've inverted it to mean taking someone's free will, going against the natural laws. So don't listen to what they tell you that a witch is. I'm going to finish off this video by saying to unite, to understand one another. And even if we do that in small ways all over the world, having a conversation with someone that you disagree with, but instead of trying to be right, try and understand them. Showing small acts of kindness, smiling at one another. That's all that's needed. We do those things, and it leads to all of the things that will create heaven on earth. And will eliminate hell on earth. I have been shown that the demons cannot exist here when we follow that commandment of loving one another unconditionally. You eliminate them completely. You eliminate hell completely. It's that simple. So I urge you to do so. And I'm going to further finish off this video with a song that's been channeled to me. that sums up what I'm trying to say completely. It'll only be part of the song because, as you know, on YouTube, copyright laws and all of that. But it's a song that's been channeled to me, and it's by an artist that I believe knew the truth. So the song is Heal the World by Michael Jackson, and I'll put it in the description below as well. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.